Hello, hello. So I'm done mastering all of the main maps in this game, but I'm also far from done. And today I'm gonna be returning to the ICA facility. Well, return is a strong word, I never did this in the first place. But the idea is to complete all the challenges in freeform training and the final test, as there is no mastery track. And on top of that, I will also be doing the escalations on each of those maps. The exact format that I will continue with will probably continue to evolve quite a bit, so leave feedback and suggestions and everything, but for now, freeform training, which doesn't have a loadout, so makes my planning job a bit easier. The first step is to become Terry Norfolk by throwing a coin over there and waiting for Norfolk to walk closer. In the meantime, I'll also grab a bomb. I gotta move the coin a bit further up, so Norfolk actually walks behind these crates for an easy grab that won't get detected. At some point, IO changed the layout of this parking lot area, which made it more difficult to grab Norfolk. Not 100% sure on that, but that's my impression, and I remember there being a change, and I don't agree with it if it indeed did make it more difficult to grab Norfolk. It's a tutorial, it's not supposed to be hard. Now, as Norfolk, I can run upstairs and talk to the target, Calvin Ritter, and that's gonna initiate a meeting between myself and him in his office, which I'm actually gonna visit right now and just place the bomb I picked up right over there. I'm not actually going to be at the meeting, I just have to be disguised as Norfolk while he initiates the meeting. So while I wait for that to happen, I'll become a guard and I'm gonna board the ship. And by board the ship, I mean I'm actually just gonna take a step off and immediately step back. There we go. And then become Norfolk again and just wait for the meeting to start. And as the meeting starts, I'm gonna blow up the remote explosive. There we go. And restart. Next up, we are doing the life raft accident, as well as drowning Ritter. And everything associated with drowning, as well as discovering all the areas in the yacht. Grab a new disguise and head on board. The first thing to do for the drowning is to get some rat poison and a disguise that allows me to use that rat poison. And both of those are challenges. 1 and 2. I'll do a couple of distractions here, each of which is a challenge. Number 1 is using that generator. And number 2 is leaving a gun behind for someone to pick up. Almost got spotted, but good enough. Then a couple of areas to discover. The bar. And the kitchen. Oops, wrong direction almost. And now I just poison Calvin's drink and have to wait until he has a sip. And there's not really anything I can do to speed that up, as it's a very rigid mission in that sense. You can see the distractions are being unlocked, or the distraction challenges are being unlocked. Drink poisoned. I have one more location to discover in the top floor. And that unlocks Discover the Yacht. Discover the Yacht isn't actually a challenge that's on the official servers. I'm using Peacock, the server replacement, and someone decided that it would be nice to have a challenge for the yacht, because there are locations to discover in the yacht, but you don't have a challenge for doing so, like you do in other missions. And now we just wait for Ritter to have a drink, so we can drop the life raft on him, and then save load, and drown him after he has the poisoned drink. And to address the elephant in the room, why do I look different compared to a moment ago? It's because after I was done editing and recording this video, a new challenge was added to this mission for completing this in suit only in less than 2 minutes. So I had to come back and redo half of this. Anyway, save. Life raft. Load. And let him drink. But yeah, that challenge initiates first speedrun. I think is about as bad of a speedrun challenge as they could have added, as it doesn't require you to get Silent Assassin, which is already not very interesting, but it for some reason requires you to get suit only, which is something that no speedrunner ever goes for. You should either do any percent or Silent Assassin. Why would you ever do suit only? That's an insane decision by IO. And this map is notoriously difficult to do suit only Silent Assassin without some random ass panic strats. So even if you self-impose Silent Assassin as a challenge, it's not a good challenge. Either way, after this drown, I'm gonna restart and do exactly that. Initiates first speedrun. There we go. Restart and Silent Assassin suit only. Okay, for Silent Assassin, first panic the target by shooting twice through that window, target lockdown, pick up the assault rifle, fire it immediately and drop it. That causes these two guys to freak out and start investigating, leaving the front entrance unguarded, and it also panics this sailor, who would otherwise be an enforcer. Lets me get through the ship relatively safely, just gonna be wary of this guard, and hop through the window. And at this point the target is in his office, alone, and I can just go in and fiber wire him. The guards are a bit random in how they respond to the gunfire and the panic, but generally speaking they should be something like this. And ignore me running through here and fiber wire Calvin and hide his body for the final challenge. But yeah, panic strats in this are kind of dumb, but thanks to Blunts and Beats and Ruben Sensei for showing me that it is possible to have consistent responses to panic and make it work like this. This is a mixture of their strats, and that's Silent Assassin suit only in a minute and some seconds. And, oh cool, that's... Initiates first speedrun, let's pretend it says that. Anyway, next up, an escalation. Since escalations are generally really repetitive and kind of boring, I'm gonna do my best to make them look as interesting as they can possibly be by only doing the levels that are different from one another. And starting from Einarsson Inception here, I will be doing level 2 first, as level 1 is just kill a dude with a kitchen knife while disguised as security guard, and level 2 is the same thing except there are also cameras around. Also, for all of the levels, I will be going for Silent Assassin. There's absolutely no benefit for doing so in escalations, but again, we're playing Hitman, why should we not go for Silent Assassin? Anyway, you are supposed to just erase the video within 2 minutes of getting seen by a camera, which is incredibly trivial, as the camera recording device is right next to the target, and the target is a yacht security member, so I can just grab his disguise before I kill him with a kitchen knife. Sure, it's a tutorial level escalation. Maybe I'll accept it being easy, but this is still kind of trivial. And from level 2, we skip to level 5. As level 3 adds a new target, who I prepared to kill for by shooting at the gas tank of that car. And level 4 makes it so that there are some extra enforcers who affect nothing. And level 5 makes you do it in 5 minutes, which is trivial because it shouldn't take you more than 3 minutes in any situation anyway. Beyond the shot at the gas tank, I'm doing the same opening. Grabbing a new disguise here, as I do need to be part of the yacht crew to kill Norfolk. Take the kitchen knife with me, and then I'm gonna go to a position around the corner so I can shoot the gas leak that I caused earlier and kill Norfolk that way, as there is no specific kill method specified. And then the same exact kill for the second target, just gotta be a bit careful coming around the corner, as he is an enforcer and I don't want that that other crew member to notice me. And a knife kill. And delete the recordings. And oh my god, am I gonna make it in time to the exit? Only 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Yeah, come on, this... I ranked this escalation 2 out of 5. It's overly simplistic, even for a tutorial mission. And now the final test. This one is a lot more mission story oriented tutorial, so I'll have to do all of the 4 mission stories in this. For starters, I'm gonna need a new disguise.
Wait a minute.
Don't worry about it, dude. I'm also gonna grab a crowbar. There are no starting locations in this one, so I kinda have to create my own as I go about this.
Playing chess at a time like this?
Let's make a save over here. We'll be doing a lot of saving and loading. And head on over to this this pipe that leads to this window. So up here we have the colonel. I'm gonna wait a tiny bit because there's a guard heading this way, and I don't want that guard to see me through the windows. In we go. Well, he heard a gunshot, but that's fine. Hide the body and become the colonel. Now, as the colonel, I can... yeah, you can have the gun. That's fine. As the colonel, I can go talk to Jasper and have him walk into that room where I was just in to have a radio conversation.
Nine, follow me. Lubyanka's on the line. My superior wants to speak to you personally.
Well, about time. Lead the way.
I am leading the way. Jasper is really bad at following you. It seems to be based on both the distance and line of sight, so I can't really speed this up in any significant way. And the first mission story completion is gonna be when he gets on the radio. And once that happens, I'm gonna run out, shoot the 2 guards outside, grab their disguise, and shoot Jasper with their rifle. As there is no other challenge associated with this mission story, so that'll have to do. Load, back to the yard, and go in through the window. I'll be switching to the mechanic outfit and making a save.
That's what he said. Think he's back home? This is Cuba. We got tons of rum, but vodka.
Save, thank you. Then immediately switching back to the guard outfit, as I still want to shoot Jasper with the pistol as the guard. And there we go. And then load and do a whole bunch of mechanic things.
Military airfield?
And by mechanic things, I mean the famous jet accident. Once again, Jasper is unfortunately very, very bad at following me. Also, range. So I'll have to take this pretty slow.
Hey, good to see you, man.
Hey, Jasper.
Jasper Knight, we gotta go over the safety protocol. Follow me, please.
Oh, must we really?
One thing I must say is nice about this mission that I wish a lot of the main missions had more of is that when you're disguised as like a grunt, a mechanic, a soldier, something like that, you can actually talk to the colonel and Jasper, and even though it doesn't do anything, they still tell you stuff like if you talk to the colonel as the mechanic, he will say something like, oh, have you already gone through the safety procedures with Jasper? I think that's a good way to convey a bit of information to the player. Examine the protocol. Make sure to discover the yard. And fix the ejector seat. Sorry for the wait, Jasper.
Okay, Mr. Knight. Climb in the cockpit, please.
Perhaps technically this could be a couple of seconds faster if I didn't have to be so slow with Jasper, but I'm not gonna optimize that.
One step at a time.
Jasper is slow and there's not much I can do about it, other than stay close to him.
Step 1. Strap yourself in.
But yeah, this will unlock the challenges for killing him with the ejector seat and killing him as the mechanic.
Strapped in.
Step 2. Locate the ejector seat handle.
Yes, found it.
Step 3. Pull the ejector seat handle.
Right. Here it goes. Pull.
And challenges. There we go. So we can go back to the mechanic save I made previously. This time around, the plan is to sabotage the projector that the colonel used to display some information to Jasper.
Yeah, I snuck a peek.
First, grab the slides from cover,
Just do that. Those are military secrets.
and then head upstairs. Also, I'm gonna get my coin ready, as there are people there who are not allowed to see me place the slides. Notably, this guy. Look, money. Wait for the colonel to walk past, and place the slides. And shortly, Jasper is gonna be under that lamp, so I can get an accident kill from that. Whoops, not the crowbar. There we go. Immediately load that save. And now we just wait for Jasper and the colonel to come take a look at the slides.
We got nothing out here. Out.
Although I do want to sabotage it myself first. So they will take a look at the slides, conclude that it's not working, Jasper will fiddle with the machine, and the colonel will come check out if the power is on. And there are two things I have to do here. I have to let the colonel turn the power on, and I have to turn the power on myself. So there will be another save and load involved in this.
That could be the power switch. Oh, way to find out. Huh. Must be loose wiring. Well, I minored in engineering. Should be as easy as pulling off a log.
Let's make a save. There we go. And load that same save. And just do nothing. Excellent. Restart mission, finally. From this save, or well, not save, restart, I will do the vodka delivery. And I have to be pretty quick about the vodka delivery if I want to get the early cycle on Jasper. Otherwise he's gonna take an extra 2 minutes to have a drink. I'm gonna grab an outfit. And I'm also gonna shoot at the ceiling over there, so that both Jasper and the guard react. It's important that Jasper gets slowed down, and that the guard leaves.
The man is like a sitting duck, staying in Cuba.
This gives me enough time to go get the bottle of vodka from over here, and also to sabotage Jasper's chess game. If Jasper hadn't heard the gunshot, or the bullet impact rather, he would have already checked out the chessboard, and I would be too late to mess with it. Move the queen. And place the vodka.
Yes. Just the move I was contemplating.
And finally poison his glass. There was a closer by emetic poison, but timing is kinda tight, so I opt for this one. And it's the left glass. While he's drinking, I'm gonna go upstairs to discover one last area.
You heard anything from anybody else? Over.
There we go. Then we just wait for Jasper to have a drink and drown him. Notably, even if he drinks with the colonel, the left glass is the one you want to poison. The smoke effect is wrong once they grab the glasses, but the left one is the correct one. Just believe me. Alright, and after this, one more restart for suit-only sound assassin and hammer time. So, hammer time is perhaps the worst challenge in the game as far as descriptions go. It's not even redacted, it just says inspired by some YouTuber with no hint as to what it's supposed to be about. But it does involve the hammer. This time around I'm gonna shoot at the ceiling, but in such a way that Jasper doesn't hear it and only the guard reacts. There we go. And then I'll run up there, climb this pipe, bonk Jasper with the hammer and snap his neck. This doesn't unlock the challenge immediately. I'll still have to finish the mission.
Sir?
Neck snap and out. But yeah, it appears that the requirements for this are only use the hammer to kill anyone or to harm anyone, and finish the mission, or something along those lines. That was a wee bit close to getting spotted, but that's fine. I could have taken a wider line out of here, but this worked out. Either way, this route it's safe, even though that didn't look very safe. And that's that. Just one escalation to go. Enjoy the challenges popping up. Escalation number 2 is the Snorrason Ascension, which once again I'm going to be skipping level 1 as it is too similar to level 2, even though it is definitely much better than in the previous escalation, as the level 1 in this is just kill the colonel while disguised as a soldier, and level 2 adds the objective of break into a safe and steal the contents. I would say that that's a reasonable change in levels, but at the same time, in practice, it just means that the difference is that after the first kill I would walk out, and in level 2 I'll walk to the safe and then walk out. There are no real complexities in any of that. Anyway, I grabbed the soldier outfit, and then I'm gonna wait a tiny bit before I kill the colonel. I also grabbed a key from the table there. But yeah, outside there is a soldier, and I want that soldier to walk behind the wall so he doesn't see the colonel's body hit the floor. And this is the point where I would just exit if this was level 1, but given it's level 2, I'll make the huge detour to this room and just open the safe with the key I picked up. And take the vodka and leave. Very, very simple once again, but I'm gonna say much better than the previous escalation. At least the safe thing, it feels more unique compared to just we now have cameras that don't do anything. Anyway, next up is level 5. Level 5 of the Snorrason Ascension actually adds in a fair bit, but realistically between 3, 4, and 5 you can always use the same exact route. So we'll be combining those. Really, it's the same objectives as before, except one more target who has to be killed as a mechanic, and in level 4 you must hide the bodies, and in level 5 you are not allowed any knockouts. That shot right there is so that the colonel starts walking towards the rooftop. It hit the high part of the room, so he's now gonna investigate what happened in the floor above. I grabbed the airplane mechanic disguise, so I can go for the first kill. And on my way, I'm gonna drop some coins. Specifically, I'm gonna drop 1 coin and place 2 coins for the colonel. This is gonna make him forget about the sound he heard before and slow him down a bit so he can pick up those coins. And then I'm gonna go do the very basic stuff in the other room. The whole coin thing is so that the colonel stays in his office for long enough. If I didn't do any sort of distractions for him, he would start walking away and stay in the more populated areas for a longer time, and I don't want to do that. I want him to just check out the distraction, then look at the coins for a bit, and then head back where he came from, effectively resetting his cycle. Grab a disguise from the target. That's the whole puzzle behind this escalation, is that, oh, you now have this twist of you can't knock out anybody, but you're supposed to use your target's disguise for the kills. And honestly, the way they present this escalation is pretty alright. You don't really have to change your strat if you know the levels ahead of time, but realistically I can see how it would be a twist that, oh, I was using the disguise from the guard outside this entire time and now I'm not allowed to do that anymore. How is this gonna play out? Like, sure, for a beginner level escalation, it's a decent twist. But I still wish that there were actual differences between the levels that I can't just repeat the same strat on. But yeah, 3 out of 5 escalation, I guess. Not bad, not very good. And there's Stunt Assassin, and that's the ICA facility 100%ed. Until next time, bye!